This lesson is on finding commissions. A commission is the sum of money that is paid to an employee upon completion of a task, usually selling a certain amount of goods or services. Real estate agents, they get commissions for houses that they sell. Car salespeople, they get commissions on the cars they sell. Sometimes they get a regular salary, and in addition, as an incentive to sell the cars or sell houses, they get extra money, and that's based on the price of what they sell. Sometimes electronic stores or furniture stores, they get commissions. Okay, so commissions are usually paid as a percentage of the sale. And just like your tax rate or your tip rate is a percentage, your tip is a percentage of the bill, your sales tax is a percentage of the total purchase. Okay, commissions are a percentage of the sale price. So to find a commission amount, we use the same methods as we did with sales tax and tip. So here's an example. Make sure you're taking good notes. Pause the video when needed. Julie works at an electronics store where she earns 6% commission on her total sales. What would be her commission if she sold a 55-inch smart TV for $1,200? Okay, so if whatever she sells, she gets a percentage of that sale amount. So her percentage is 6%. That's the commission. So we need to find what is 6% of 1,200. Again, you have 4 methods to choose from. You can do a percent bar model, you could do a percent proportion, mental math, you could do decimal multiplication. For something like 6%, I honestly prefer mental math. But you do what you feel comfortable with. I'm going to solve this using the mental math. I need to find 6%. So I need to find a way to come up with 6%. So going through my benchmarks, I know that I can find 10% by moving the decimal one place to the left. So 10% would be $120. So from 10%, I can make 5% by dividing it into 2, splitting it in half, and that would be $60. I can mentally find 1%, move the decimal 2 places to the left, and 1% would be $12. So I need to come up with 6%. 6%, I can add these two together, the 5% and the 1%. Let me split this up. Add the 60 plus the 12, and that would give me my 6% amount, which would be $72. You could also, instead of going through 10%, 5%, and 1%, just find 1%, which is the $12. And since we want 6%, you could multiply that by 6, and you would get the same answer, 72. So if she sold a smart TV for $1,200, she would earn $72 in commission. Robbie works at a used car dealership and earns 4 5/10 commission on every vehicle he sells. How much commission will he earn for the sale of a car for $9,995? Now, since we're dealing with a percent that has a tenth in it, 5/10, models would definitely be out. Proportions and even mental math would be difficult. So this is one straight up decimal multiplication would be the best. So we're going to multiply 9,995, and we're going to multiply it by 4 5/10%. Remember, we can't multiply by percents, only by whole numbers or decimals. So we need to change this to a decimal. Do your DP, percent to decimal. Move the decimal 2 places to the left. 1, 2. I'm going to insert, annex a 0. So I'm going to multiply it by 45 thousandths. So to save some time, this is what I get after I multiply. Now I go back and I want to place my decimals. There are 0 decimal places in the first factor, and there are 3 in the second factor. So I need 3 in my answer. So my decimal will go between the 9 and the 7. We are talking about money, so we need to round to the hundreds place. This 5 tells us that the 7 needs to round up to an 8. So our commission amount would be $449.78, or his commission amount, $449.78. It's pretty easy. It's the same as we've been doing with the sales tax and the tip. Here's your video check question. A vendor sold 289 t-shirts at $15 each. If he was paid a 13% commission, how much did he earn? You need to solve this on your video check form. Again, solve it the methods that's the easiest for you. Show your work, and your homework you will solve in the same manner.